Hey guys, welcome in. We're talking about what's trending San Diego. We find ourselves here right after Labor Day, and what is in front of us? A race to the end of the year, and it's a good time to look back at what's worked for us so far, and we've done that with many of our clients that we coach. We coach agents and reps and salespeople, and we've taken a look back as to see where primarily their deals have come from at this point in the year, and urging them to do more of the same. So number one of the trend that we've seen and what's trending here in the real estate market in San Diego in terms of moving the needle in lead gen and deal procuring is relationships, sphere of influence. So as we sit here, it's a great time to plan an October event, an Oktoberfest, a Halloween party. We are in the midst of putting together a mastermind that we're hosting in October. We're urging our clients to do the same. You got about a month and a half, 2 months lead time for a good Halloween party, getting costumes and maybe a costume competition of who in your sphere has the best costume, and bring digital and bring social into play. A great time to get CMAs together for your past clients, your VIPs. A great time to be communicating with and staying top of mind with relationships, sphere of influence, people that already know, like, and trust you. You're on the other side of trust with these people, and staying top of mind leads to the repeat and referral business that we're all after. So number one leader in the clubhouse so far here through September in 2025 has been relationship and sphere of influence selling across the board, whether you sell boats or insurance or loans or houses, is the number one. Number two is telling the story around where you have had success and done business so far. So what is that? Coming soons, just listed, just sold, title closings for us, people that we worked with in certain geographical areas or specific offices or brands, telling the story of the successes that we've had and the way we've been able to move the needle for clients in their business to other people in their vicinity, in their relationship circles, and just letting them know that we're available to do the same for them is really rudimentary. It's just very MSNBC reporter. It's very just factual, telling the story of the buyer that you closed in that neighborhood, or the refi that was impossible that you were able to drag through the finish line, or the title report that had X, Y, and Z just in unbeatable over issues to overcome in the title, and we were able to close it. Like having a story where you conducted business in a geocentric area or in a certain demographic or social environment, and being able to reference something that you did and some kind of a superpower that you were able to put in, or a hero moment that you had in that geo area or in that social circle, and then leveraging that to make others aware of it that may have that same need, and getting top of mind with them has led to a ton of engagement and sales just by referencing what you've done, telling the story to other people that story would be relevant to, and providing value, right? It's not a look at me moment, like I'm the best thing ever, I'm the hottest title person in the industry. It's about how I help this person is how I can help you. How I brought a solution to this situation is how I can bring the same solution to you. And getting very customer centric, getting very service oriented, and telling the story ad nauseum, telling the story repeatedly, and taking major action around that piece of business that you have. So number three is identifying high target, high motivation targets. So who are those people? Those are people that through somebody through those relationships, that are in some kind of a socioeconomic downturn or some kind of a distress scenario. That looks like divorce. That looks like a bankruptcy. That looks like a passing of a family member. That looks like any hardship, any life change that is dictating a housing change. We do this by targeting bankruptcy attorneys, probate attorneys. We work with a lot of trust attorneys that need title to get through the liquidation of estates, that need assistance from title on going through the probate scenario. And they need real estate professionals as well. They need lenders, they need escrow, they need all of us in the real estate space. And, really, really high likelihood they're going to do something. We had an agent track this over the last 12 months, and it was 63% of the time, these people that are in a probate, divorce, affidavit of death, notice of default, bankruptcy, tax delinquency scenario list with an agent, use a title company, use a lender, all those things. So it's really, in the case of the relationship, you've got the relationship and high trust to leverage. In the case of a piece of closing or a new listing or an open house that you're holding, you've got a little story to tell, so you have some relevant intel and information to share. In the case of this data, you've got leverage on the fact that they're going through something that's going to necessitate some real estate professionals to work and help them resolve that situation. So just coming from value, coming from being solution oriented, maybe telling a story of a success that you had in the region to that different, distressed demographic allows them to latch onto the solution. Or just offering that you have people interested in that region for buying properties could be the solution they're looking for. But being mindful of who they are and how to communicate with them is something we help with. And it's really been very, very effective. So through September of 2025, of moving the needle for our customers. And the final thing that we've seen is getting into business to business relationships. So numero 4 on what's trending for moving the needle for title, lending, escrow, real estate, commercial, you name it, has been teaming up with folks that are working and have a stable of clients that find themselves in one of these demographic situations. So a divorce attorney, a bankruptcy attorney, a probate attorney, a CPA, somebody where you can channel through one relationship and gain access to many relationships through that business professional. How do we target these people? Well, we want to provide value. We want to provide education. We want to provide referrals where possible. And more importantly, we want to have a protocol and a system of continuously, repeatedly bringing them opportunities. So how do we do that? Well, if we step back into the previous mode and you're going after divorce scenarios and offering the solution of having buyers for their home, then some of those divorce scenarios probably haven't contacted an attorney yet. So you're going to have, likely by working this data, you're going to have some level of a referral for a divorce attorney in the future, where you can lead with value, lead with opportunity, and you can paint the picture of how you're targeting this demographic that will yield spin-off business for them, and say, look, when this happens, I want you to be my guy. I want to give first, and then obviously the assumption is reciprocity. And you don't do it for that reason. You lead with love, you lead with giving, but the human animal must reciprocate. It's just built into our DNA way back from when we were in tribes. And if we didn't reciprocate, then we were out of the tribe, and that meant death. So that's a whole different story and podcast. But get with your B2Bs and go through your LinkedIn, go through your Instagram, go through your Facebook. You already know people that can impact a lot of other people. You know hairdressers, you know tax providers, tax preparation firms. You know these attorneys, you know big solar companies that talk to a lot of people. Gain access to who they're marketing to and co-market with them and bring value to all parties involved. And you just create leverage, a one-to-many kind of operation and messaging system, to where you put yourself in the running for leverage results from a little bit of effort, getting a lot of results. So that's what we're seeing when we've kind of done our coaching consults and done some look backs at the year up to this point, where the business is coming from. And I urge you, if you've done 10 deals, if you've done 210 deals, look back at where they came from, where they originated from, and what are the trends. And you'll see trends and groupings pop up from where those deals came from. Identify those and hammer the ones that have been yielding you deals. It's like very, very simple. But a lot of us overlook it, and here we are, and it's Labor Day. Then it's Halloween, then it's Thanksgiving, and then it's New Year's, right? I mean, this part of the year goes so quickly, and it's hard to stay vigilant. It's hard to stay intentional. So if you can just systematize it and focus on what you can do to change your business and to stay in your business and to stay engaged and time block for it, then you'll have a say in how the year ends up. If you don't, and you just kind of go with the flow and look around and have comparison and get, completely frozen by the moment and wondering when the interest rate's going to come down. When is this going to happen? When the other shoe drops, I'll be able to do this. But really, a lot of that is outside of our control. What's in our control is our activities, our availability, our attitudes, our action, right? Take action. And where better to take action than what has been working to this point? So just wanted to do a little update and encourage you guys. Let me know if you have any questions around that. Let me know if we can assist you in putting data together and farming the regions where you've been doing deals this year. And any comments, any feedback whatsoever. And until next time, I'm Ryan, and we'll see you next week. Bye.